Good morning. Today is Tuesday of Holy Week, and I'm going to read to you something from the Bible, John chapter 13. Just before the Passover feast, Jesus knew that the time had come to leave this world to go to the Father. Having loved his dear companions, he continued to love them right to the end. It was supper time. Jesus got up from the supper table, set aside his robe, and put on a towel. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the feet of the disciples, drying them with a towel. When he got to Simon Peter, Peter said, "Master, you wash my feet?" Jesus answered, "You don't understand now what I am doing, but it will be clear enough to you later." After he had finished washing their feet, he took his robe, put it back on, and went back to his place at the table. Then he said, "Do you understand what I've done to you? You address me as teacher and master, and rightly so. That is what I am. So if I, the master and teacher, washed your feet, you must now wash each other's feet. I've laid down a pattern for you. What I have done, you do." In Jesus' time, people wore sandals and the roads were dusty and stony, and it was customary for the lowest servant in the house to wash the feet of visitors. The disciples' feet would be calloused and rough, and not particularly pleasant to handle. Jesus did a beautiful thing for his friends. He continued to show his love for them by kneeling down before them, taking the calloused feet in his hands and gently washing the grime away and tenderly drying them with the towel. This story reminds me of the woman who washed Jesus' feet and dried them with her hair. Jesus rebuked her critics with these words, "Leave her alone. She has done a beautiful thing for me." Jesus' action of humility was an example for us. The Bible passage I read ended with these words, "What I have done, you do." Find within us, Lord, the grace and the humility to treat those around us with tenderness and gentleness. I witnessed just such an act in the Olive Branch. One of our homeless visitors complained that his feet were painful. This man had been living rough for many years, and his feet bore the marks of ill-fitting boots and many blisters. I watched in awe as one of our volunteers knelt before the man and washed his feet. He shook talcum powder into the boots and socks and applied ointment to the blisters and sores. For me, this was a God moment, a moment of great intimacy. What does Jesus say? What I have done, you do. What act of love is God calling us to do this Easter time? God bless you, keep you safe, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Amen.